In a world where luxury fades and power wanes, some names are forgotten.
The automotive industry is changing faster than ever. Electric vehicles, stricter emissions rules, and shifting consumer demand are forcing carmakers to adapt or risk extinction. Some brands are innovating and thriving, but others are hanging on by a thread. Today, we'll reveal 10 car brands that are struggling to survive, why they're in trouble, and why you should think twice before buying one in 2025. Let's get started. The first brand on our list is Mitsubishi. Once a respected name in motorsports with rally-winning legends like the Lancer Evolution, Mitsubishi has almost vanished from global relevance. Their lineup today is extremely thin, with just a few SUVs and crossovers. Many of these models feel outdated, lacking the innovation and technology that buyers now expect. In the US, sales have steadily declined, and even in markets where they were once strong, Mitsubishi struggles to compete against rivals from Toyota, Honda, and Hyundai. Without major reinvestment, Mitsubishi could quietly slip away. Next up is Fiat. The Italian brand is known for its small, quirky cars like the Fiat 500, which had a nostalgic charm but failed to win lasting popularity outside of Europe. In the US, Fiat has all but disappeared, with dealerships shutting down due to poor sales. Even in its home market, Fiat has been losing ground to more modern and reliable competitors. Reliability complaints, limited product variety, and shrinking demand have pushed Fiat into dangerous territory. Unless they reinvent themselves with electric city cars that truly excite consumers, Fiat risks fading into automotive history. Now, let's talk about Chrysler. This is a once iconic American brand that gave us legends like the 300 sedan and the Pacifica minivan. But today, Chrysler's lineup is shockingly small. They have only a handful of models left, and many of them are outdated. While other Stellantis brands like Jeep, Dodge, and Ram have seen strong sales, Chrysler has been left behind. Their designs lack innovation, and they don't appeal to younger buyers. Without new models to spark interest, Chrysler risks being reduced to a nameplate on life support. Another brand in trouble is Smart. Once hailed as the future of city driving with its tiny two-seater cars, Smart never lived up to the hype. Customers found the cars too small, too impractical, and too expensive for what they offered. While Smart has shifted toward electric vehicles, the brand has pulled out of major markets like the US and faces stiff competition from EV startups offering far more range and practicality. Smart may survive as a niche European EV maker, but globally, its days as a recognized car brand are numbered. Moving on to Alfa Romeo. This Italian brand is admired for its stylish designs and sporty driving dynamics, but Alfa Romeo has always struggled with one thing: reliability. Over the years, Alfa has built a reputation for cars that look stunning but are prone to breakdowns and costly repairs. In markets like the US, sales have been painfully low, and despite being part of Stellantis, Alfa's future looks shaky. If they can't win over buyers with more dependable cars, Alfa could remain a niche brand with very little global impact. Then we have Genesis, Hyundai's luxury division. At first glance, Genesis seems like a brand with promise. Their cars are stylish, well-equipped, and priced lower than many competitors. But beneath the surface, Genesis faces an uphill battle. Competing with luxury giants like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Audi is no small feat. Sales figures have not matched expectations in global markets, and their EV push has been slow compared to rivals. If Genesis fails to gain traction in the luxury segment, it risks becoming another ambitious but short-lived experiment. Now let's take a look at Jaguar. This legendary British brand has a rich history, but history alone can't save them. Jaguar has struggled with falling sales for years. Their lineup feels dated, and their transition to electric vehicles hasn't been smooth. With their parent company JLR focusing heavily on Land Rover, Jaguar risks being left in the shadows. Once a symbol of elegance and performance, Jaguar could soon be remembered more for its past than its future if it doesn't reinvent itself quickly. Next is Lotus, another British brand, but one that's always been niche. Known for lightweight sports cars like the Elise and Exige, Lotus has always appealed to enthusiasts rather than the mass market. Recently, Lotus has tried to go electric with models like the Avija hypercar and Electra SUV, but producing low-volume, high-cost vehicles makes it hard to stay financially stable. Unless Lotus manages to scale up or secure stronger financial backing, it risks being swallowed by larger manufacturers or fading into obscurity. Then there's Lincoln, Ford's luxury brand. Once the pride of American luxury, Lincoln has been overtaken by competitors like Cadillac, Lexus, and German brands. While Lincoln has shifted focus to SUVs, the strategy hasn't been enough to capture younger buyers. Many of their vehicles are criticized for being little more than rebadged Fords with luxury trims. Without bold innovation or a stronger global presence, Lincoln could face the same fate as Mercury, another Ford division that quietly disappeared. And finally, we come to Infiniti, Nissan's luxury division. Infiniti was once considered a serious rival to Lexus, but those days are long gone. Their lineup has aged, their designs lack excitement, and their brand identity feels unclear. In the US and global markets, Infiniti sales have plummeted. Unless Nissan heavily reinvests in the brand, Infiniti risks becoming irrelevant or even shut down entirely. So there you have it, 10 car brands standing on shaky ground, struggling to adapt in an industry that's moving at lightning speed. If you're thinking of buying a car in 2025, make sure you consider not just the model, but the future of the brand behind it. A fading brand could mean lower resale value, fewer dealerships, and potential issues with parts and servicing down the road. The auto world is ruthless. Innovate, adapt, or disappear. And these brands are closer than ever to that final option.